demonstration. I got to pull all these clothes out because I had to start the video over again. This is a demonstration to show how useless this $558 washing machine has been since I've owned it. We're going to demo 4 of these shirts today. They're 65% polyester, 35% cotton, lightweight in nature. And we're going to load one over there because the directions say load in loose heaps. We're going to put one on this side, we're going to put one on this side, and we're going to put one over here in loose heaps, just like the owner's manual says. Now, pants. What we're going to do with pants, I'm going to show the tag of the material. These are not denim pants. And there again, if you can read it, 65% polyester, 35% cotton. And there again, we got 4 pair of pants that we are going to load in loose heaps around the outside of the drum, which is what the owner's manual says. I've tried loading this stupid thing any way you want to. It makes no difference. It doesn't put no water in it. They're trying to tell me at corporate office that this must be a waterless washing machine because it puts in all the water it needs. Alright, so we put in 4 shirts and we've put in 4 pants, and now we're going to run the demo. I have to set my camera and my tripod up right. Alright, all of this because I made a mistake of buying this Whirlpool washing machine. Alright, now we're going to turn the water on. Let's see, I've got it on. Let me show you what I've got it on. I've got the setting. I've got the setting on. Let me put the setting on heavy. Echo Boost is off. Fabric softener, no. Extra rinse, off. And cold is the water temperature. Alright. Now, let me load this baby up now. Now we're fixing to turn it on. We're going to push the start button. Alright. Watch her go. Oh, she makes all kinds of funny noises like that. You think this washing machine was, oh, I don't know what. It's everything but energy efficient. Let's see. This looks perfect. Put this light right here, see if she'll hold. Oh, perfect. Perfect. 4 pair of pants, 4 shirts, loaded in loose heaps around the outside of the drum, which is what I have done. It might decide to work today. It's hard to tell. Sometimes this washing machine just doesn't even feel like washing clothes that day. So, we'll find out here in a second. Oh, she comes on and spins. Makes all kinds of pretty noises. They ain't so pretty to me. Oh, there goes what little water it's going to put in. Whirlpool has sent 3 techs out before my warranty run out. They sent 3 techs out here from 3 different companies. All 3 techs got on the phone with whoever they was talking to, and they turned the knobs on this machine this way and that way and 3 times that way and 10 times that. And when they got done, whoever they was talking to told the service reps the machine was doing what it was designed to do. And the first one didn't put on his ticket that there was not enough water in the washing machine to wash a load of clothes. And the second one and the third one, they wrote it on their ticket that whoever they was talking to said the machine was doing what it was designed to do, but they wrote on their ticket that I have a copy of on my computer that washing machine did not put enough water in to wash. At that time was 5 pair of pants and 5 pair of shirts. Today we're doing 4 pair of pants, 4 pairs of shirts, because I already know what's going to happen on 5 pair of pants and 5 shirts. We'll do that test later. This is 4 and 4. We're going to do a 3 and 3, a 2 and 2, and a 1 and a 1. After Whirlpool sent 3 techs out here to look at this, I still had a month and a half left on my warranty. After 3 techs coming out here, Whirlpool said, heck with him. He's a liar, he's a complainer, a slacker. That's the same thing, because after 3 times coming over here, they didn't do nothing now. As you can clearly see, none of this pair of pants and this pair of pants, this top of that pair of pants and the top of this pair of pants, at this wash cycle, I'm willing to bet these clothes will never see no water. They're damp because of the water that was put in, them being run around the ring of circle. They tell me this washing machine's doing what it was designed to do. My question is, how is my clothes going to get the stink out of them and get cleaned if they never see water? Now it's going to say, oh, I believe we need to put another cup or 2 of water in. These shirts that have come up, they'll never see no more water than this. This will be the last time they see water. It may put water in the washing machine one more time, and any water they see from here on out will be because the machine added more water. No rotation. There's not enough water for that little agitator to rotate the best. This pair of pants with this mark on it right here, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put a quarter right here. I'll put a quarter right here. Right, let me put a quarter right here. That's moving too much to put a quarter right here. Let's put a quarter right there. So there's a quarter, there's a quarter, there's a quarter. The other one's done slid off. It's done slid, so that was a bad idea that didn't work. Right now, half of them clothes, 4 pair of pants and 4 pair of pants and 4 shirts, have not seen any rotation whatsoever. So that means all the dirt that's in these shirts right here, I think there's at least 2 pairs there. All the dirt that's in them pants right there, right here and right there, that's 3 different pair of pants. They're not going to get washed. It's on heavy duty wash, and there simply ain't enough water. If I wanted enough water in this washing machine to wash 4 lousy pair of pants and 4 shirts, I would have to add water with a 5-gallon bucket, which they didn't even provide when I bought the washing machine. If I really want to put enough water in there, I could put it on bulky items, which I shouldn't have to. Well, that's not even half a load of clothes. I'll show you how much it is. Here's a regular broomstick. I'm touching bottom right there. You hear the tapping? That's bottom. That's how much clothes it's got. That's about that. I'm gonna say that's 10 inches, maybe 11 inches of clothes at the most. This is a standard broomstick. Without leaving, let me get a roll of duct tape over here. I got a roll of duct tape here. Alright, so here's my thumb. There's a brand new roll of duct tape. 2 rolls. I'm trying to be as honest as I can here. There's one 20-yard roll of duct tape. And there's 2. That's about how much how much clothes is in that washing machine. Still no rotation. Still no rotation. And the machine has decided already that there will be no more water added to this. This is all it needs. That's about 4 inches of water in that washing machine. Still no rotation. All these clothes right here will never rotate. They're just going to lie on top. They're never going to see no soap. They're never going to see no water. The shirts was underwater earlier. They got pulled up to the top. But now that they've been pushed up to the... they was at the bottom. Now they've been, 3 pairs of them at least been pushed up to the top. Now that they've been pushed up to the top, let's give this machine credit. The 3 minutes they was actually underwater, maybe. Now that they've been pushed up to the top, that's all they'll ever see. There's the dirty mark right there that was on that pair of pants when we first started. Hey, what I'll do, I'll lay that piece of paper right there, the quarter, that piece of paper right there, piece of paper right here, piece of paper right there. Oh, that's the lowest clothes right there. And them pieces of paper won't see no water. We'll see how many of them pieces of paper. Oh, let's put one right here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got one piece of paper that might see some water. And that's this one right here. The bottom of that piece of paper's got water in it. Now, the reason I bought this particular washing machine because it said high capacity, energy efficient. When I've called up Whirlpool Corporation, the people on the line have said, well, Mr. Paquin, maybe you need to put it on bulky items. I said, and that defeats the purpose. We've got one piece of paper hanging over to the side. It fell off hanging over to the side. That defeats the whole purpose of buying this high-capacity, energy-efficient washing machine, because if I got to put it on bulky, water on bulky comes all the way up here. And if you put it on bulky items, the clothes have no... I mean, they're not hardly even moving because this thing ain't got no agitator. It doesn't agitate the clothes. We actually got a piece of paper right here that's actually got water on it. We're still dry there, there. We got two dry pieces here, dry piece there, a dry piece there. Only reason that piece of paper's wet is because the clothes was wet, and the same goes for that one. Them two pieces of paper have seen no water yet. And I'm going to get this one out right here before it goes in the rinse cycle so it doesn't plug up my thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right here, this one's finally gotten wet right here. So we give it credit for one piece of paper. There again, these same pants have seen no rotation. One of these shirts now has seen no rotation. It has. I think it's trying to pull the other two shirts that hadn't been washed, trying to pull in there. Now, as soon as this thing cuts in the rinse and spin, I got to take the paper out because at that point in time, I've accomplished what I want to do. If the clothes don't get clean on rinse cycle, they get clean on wash cycle. Paper, no water, no water, no water, no water, no water, no water. That means them clothes have not been pulled down in any water whatsoever. That's notebook paper. I've been calling Whirlpool. I wouldn't say every week, but I've done pretty good at calling them all the time. And they just keep blowing me off, just hoping I'll go away like a crap fly, that I'll get tired of calling. But every week, I have to wash this load of clothes. I have to wash 5 t-shirts, 5 underwear, 5 pairs of socks. This machine's a waste of money, does not do and has never done what it was designed to do. How are you going to get clothes clean? How's these clothes going to get clean? How's that shirt going to get clean if it doesn't see no water? I babysit 2 kids, sometimes 3 kids a lot of the times, and they've looked down in there and they said, well, Art, how do the clothes get clean without water? Let me get this piece of paper out of here. That one just fell down in there, not because it got pulled down in here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we picked 3 out of there. That one's just wet because the clothes have got it wet where the clothes were initially wet. This one's getting splashed on. This one's still dry. These 2 are still... Uh-oh. Okay. I'm going to have to take them papers out here in a second. Now this is the last agitation this load of clothes is going to see. These pants right here, even this one over here has never seen underwater. Most of this right here has never been underwater. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 papers, 6 little pieces of notebook paper laying on top of them clothes during this wash cycle, which is heavy duty. And as you can see, them pieces of paper never This one's getting wet because it's getting splashed on. Uh-oh. We had one finally get pulled down. This one right here, I'm going to recover it. So we got it pulled down. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This one's wet because it's absorbing the water from the clothes. But these pants, the only water they seen was the water that got on them when the wash cycle started. These shirts right here, they was on the bottom because I loaded the shirts on the bottom, I think, and loaded the pants on top of them. Yeah, that's what I did. Initially, they did get wet because they was at the bottom. But now that they've been pulled up at the beginning of the wash cycle, they haven't seen no water since. I'm going to have to get I pushed that one down. I keep thinking yeah, it is a piece of paper. Well, I can't get it. We'll worry about it here in a second. I don't want these pieces of paper going into my pump. I don't know whether that's a piece of paper or not. Right there's 2 pieces of paper. There's one that's still dry. There's one that's soaking up the water from the clothes. Hasn't been under the water. There's at least 1, 2, 3. There's at least 3 out of all the pieces of paper that's went in there, but I can't let the paper stay in there and get swallowed up by my water pump. I'll have a filter problem. So as soon as them papers get wet, I have to drag them out of there. There again, same pants on top. Same shirts still on top. There's a paper. There's a paper that's dry. It's never seen no water. And there's 2 pieces of paper stuck right here. I'm going to go ahead and pull them up. You can see they're still dry. There's one that's just about... Alright, now, it's fixing to go into... That's the last spin right there. It will drain the water out here in a second. I've got this piece of paper. Only reason it's wet because it's drawing the wetness from the clothes. You can tell the difference between dry and wet. I'm going to lay it back here. We've got this piece of paper. You can tell what's wet and what's dry. Laying it back there. And we got this piece of... Alright, now I'm going to have to yank them pieces of paper out here in just a second. What's this right here? Is that... No, that's uniform. Now it's fixing to drain the water. These clothes have seen no water except what was put into the washing machine when I initially turned the washing machine on. So all these clothes right here, they haven't been washed. These shirts right here, they haven't been washed. They still stink as bad going out of the machine after the wash as they did going into the wash. This washing machine does not wash clothes. It does not put enough water in there to even come close to washing machine. If I have to wash 4 pair of pants and 4 polyester shirts on bulky item, the whole purpose of buying this washing machine that was listed as energy efficient and Energy Star and high capacity, it's a lie. This whole washing machine is a big lie. There's another piece of paper. Alright, it's draining the water, so I'm going to have to take the papers out. Now, I ain't worried about nothing else from here on. I'm just making sure I ain't got no papers down in there. There's a quarter I got to get out. That quarter ideal, that wasn't a very good ideal. Alright, I think I got all my papers. Alright, there we go. Now, I've just moved to close because the experiment's over. You saw when it started draining the water out, it's clearly evident how many of these clothes have been even in soapy water. And its own superwash. Let me move this light so I can close the lid. Its own superwash. Right there you go. Well, it's on heavy. Superwash doesn't do no better. We'll even wash a load on superwash. All superwash does is make it wash longer without water. But on heavy, that's the same thing on this washing machine. So the experiment is over. I am now turning the camera off. And this was with 4 pair of pants and 4 shirts. Thank you, Whirlpool, for turning me into a Whirlpool, not Whirlpool. I've regretted buying this machine since the day I discovered why my clothes stunk as bad coming out as they did going in. Your product is a sad piece of machinery. I would hate to even have my name, as great as Whirlpool is, in my house. I would hate to be the manufacturer of this machine knowing the junk that I'm turning loose on the American public. I'm shutting off the camera now. Our next experiment will be with 3 pair of pants and 3 shirts, but I have to wait till tomorrow until these clothes dry. So at this point in time, on the, let's see, 34, I think this is the 14th or the 15th of February 2012. At this time, this part of the experiment is over. Thank you, Whirlpool, for nothing.